Alright, Rise and Shine Solarians, Fallen Star Meji here. Today we're playing Finale Garden, which is made by the dev of Captive Under 477, if you remember that uh, toxic relationship game, of course. Then yeah. It is made by nqztan, none other than nqztan, and it is about two high schoolers settling into an abandoned warehouse after a mysterious bug has has appeared and turned the world cold, and just suddenly it's end of the world. That's about it. As and this visual novel is also part of like a game jam, which is I have played a lot before, which is from O2A2, and I guess the theme of that game jam it seems to be revolving this time around like end of the world. So without further ado, let's start the game. Okay, on the night before all this, I made a wish. So there are also like character profiles, but I'll save that for later, I guess. Oh, I'll check it on my own later. You can check it on your own later on. Again, both of them are high school students, so that's all I could say about it. On the night before all this, I made a wish. I wish for the world to end. Man, how many times I have seen the same dialogue like this? But yeah, so true. In the greenhouse, he began his confession. Flowers continue to bloom, unaware of what the world has turned into. Here is the only source of warmth left. I was thinking, what if there was something like a shooting star? Who knows? There's no such thing. It's only a myth. Especially with a character named Star. Some say that the Pinocchio movie popularized this belief. Pinocchio, huh? His wish came true, didn't it? I wish it could have been granted the same wish. The oxygen level is getting low. Hey, what is it to die? What is it like to die from lack of oxygen? Absolutely pain and torture and like everything you don't want to. Just gonna save here. If it's going to be choices now, your heart rate will increase. Then you'll grow fatigue trying to adjust to the oxygen levels. Next, cognitive functions will be impaired, followed by your other organs, your heart before eventual death. Huh. Seems tough. Yeah. Yep. Let's make the same promise before. Let's make the same promise as before. 6 slots. I thought you have given it up, but you still remember, right? Okay. Thankfully, we can save here then. Let's see first the promise in this life that we'd die together on the last summer of high school. The day's not going to come, and there's nothing left we could do. Besides, since it has came to this, I have to say, thank you for living with me till now. I shouldn't have been. You had a whole life ahead of you. It had only made sense to plan ahead, instead of wasting it with me. It's just that it's scary to die alone, after all. Alright, here's another save then. I'm sorry for betraying you. I was the only one you trusted. Yet I look ahead without considering your feelings. He had a complicated look on his face. Now I know, he can't live without me, and that's all I ever wanted. And yet, somehow, it only makes me feel bad when you apologize this way. You really are the worst. 6 dots. Since you confess all of this to me, I should make it up to you. I noticed it when we arrived. Most plants here grew in the sun, but that particular one grew in the shade. Pale flowers with a sweet scent. Angel's trumpet. Back then, some cultures would use this as medicine. I crushed the leaves into a test tube. Originally, I kept some equipment to investigate the phenomenon going on. That was useless. In some way, this is just herbal tea. I collected some water nearby, mixing it. Oh, speaking of which, I recall that. You don't like sweet things, right? Where the sun is supposed to shine was another flower. Gentiana. I'm not sure if I read that right. Sorry. A similar shape, yet it has a sharp hue, a bitter smell. I put some into the mixture. You. This is what you wanted, right? The end of the world, or dying together. I'll make up to you by fulfilling our promise. Let's leave everything behind in this nonsensical world. I'll stay by your side forever. 4 dashes. You really? He didn't say anything after the bittersweet taste reached his mouth. I quickly drank the rest of it. See you in the next life. 6 dots. I wish next life was real. 6 dots, 6 dots, 6 dots. You never believe in anything like that. And 1, Gentiana. Alright, so let's load, continue here. I want to keep living with you. It may be hard, but I think there's still more things we could try together. I wonder if things would be different if I met you 10 years earlier. Rather than dying with you, I want to keep living with you. He went silent for a bit, contemplating. You really make it seem like it's our final moment. Interesting? And it really is. Is what I wanted to say. Is what I wanted to say. But this time, I kept my mouth shut. There was a comfortable moment of silence between us as I watched the oxygen level lower. I guess it's almost time. I didn't reply. For once, I wanted to turn away from reality. Hey, how about you make a wish too? A wish? Yeah, might as well. There's no other chance. Even if it wouldn't be of use anymore. My wish. Make a wish. I wish to have this moment engraved forever. 6 dots. It's sickening to be remembered as this average puny who just happened to make it here. I'd rather be forgotten. I'm not like you, who didn't care about how you're seen. 6 dots. If that's the case, I took a photo of both of us. Uh-huh. I started typing. Year 20x2. A mysterious bug appeared and the world turned cold. Okay, this is like the plot in the game page. And then, as if cursed, the world came to an end. Here lies two boys awaiting the next world to come, where we will be reunited regardless of hope or despair. We sign our names at the end of the note, for the oxygen level fully reached its end. It really is the end. Yeah. See you in the next life? I nodded. End 3, forget me not. Oh god. So that's ending 3. So now we load the other one. I promise for the next life that we will see each other again in our next life. And we'll be together. I swear that by then, I won't be weak and frail like I am now. I'll finally be a man who could stand by your side, instead of this stupid, helpless crybaby. And I'll see you again as the girl of my dreams. Maybe in our next life. Don't forget these promises anyways. Wouldn't that be even more romantic? Since it has came to this, I have to say, thank you for living with me till now. I shouldn't have been. Okay, same thing, the whole life ahead of you. Only makes sense to plan ahead instead of wasting it with me. It's just that it's scared to die alone after all. Same thing. Alright. Okay. So one of them would lead to the second ending. So let's see which one. We'll see each other again. Okay, this one is you. I'll stay by your side forever. Or dashes. Okay. Still the same. Six. Okay. It's still the same. Yeah. And Shanna, so it's the other one. Okay, I want to keep living with you. Okay, still the same thing until make a wish. I wish to see you in the next life. Whether you became what you wanted to be, or if you are the same. Don't curse me like that. I would still see you as the same strong-willed boy who made it here with me now, with me till now. You. And what shall we do when we see each other again? Movies, cafes, that's what they show in TV shows. Okay. Let's try that, shall we? I nodded. After that, let's go stargazing, hell yeah. And see fireflies after the rain. See you in the next life. What if your next life is on the Mars, though, or something else? Ending to Eternal Summer. Oh god. Where did I see Eternal Summer for? So yeah, that's all the endings. There are only 3 endings. That's all. One thing I will say. So that it's a very short one. As always, O2A2 is very limited and most of the time really short visual novels. So even with that, it's still enjoyable. I still enjoyed it. So I like every ending, basically. Forever Promise, I guess. like for the second and 3, I guess. Like basically, well, still want to see each other to the next life, I guess. As for ending 1, like okay, it's just like okay, the same thing. So all of them are like basically together, but in different interpretations, and I really like that. Basically, on the first one, well, let's just poison ourselves real quick. We don't need to experience this asphyxiation. At that point, so yeah. As for ending 2 and 3, the 2 is like basically thinking like, what can we do in our next life? Well, maybe let's just go watch movies. Hopefully the next life we should like, oh wow, like they just become like the Captive under 4-7 again. No, just kidding. Uh, can you imagine that's going to be like, okay, alternate timeline. As for the third one, well, it's like engraving of like, like something to be seen on the world if anyone still is alive on that universe. So it's just really interesting. Yeah. Well, I always adore this artist art as well. They pretty have done pretty good like visual novels so far. And this for a game jam, they really done it well. I would still say, even for how short it is. So yeah. Anyway, well, there'll be more art fight for now for the meantime. So yeah, there'll be more like after this will be my next upload of art process, and then probably might be my last at this point. I'm not sure how long. The art fight is being extended anyway, so until like August 3, so I might be able to do at least 20 attacks, at least. Not enough of like extra side run. Still, let's go back to this game. Still, I enjoy this, and I really enjoyed it till the end. Anyway, so that's it for Finale Garden for now. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. I'll see you into another game. So yeah, bye bye, and may stars guide you. Rising up, shining out. Alright, Rising Star. Well, actually, supposedly I'm planning to only have one BG of like O2A2, but since they also made the game as well, might as well check this one and make this current video to be 2 games. So aside from Finale Garden, here we have Soon Will Be No One. So we have 2 games of the same O2A2 jam, which is O2A2 2026, about like end of the world, I think, for most of these games. So this one is made by Quiesphere this time. So I played a number of their games. The Stories of the Dreaming World, Stars of the Dreaming World, and The Stairway, and basically another one. I don't remember what's the other one. Hang on. Oh yeah, the YNFG Cirrus, I think. There we go. So not much said about this game, so there's not much of a plot. I'm going to also guess it's about end of the world, but we'll find it out once we start the game. So without further ado, let's start our second game for this BGM. I have no idea, that's why. So how loud the BGM will be, so yeah. There is a BGM, by the way, I think. Alright. Here you go, your coffee. So I will lower the volume if it's loud. Okay. This might be bad though. I will check it later. I'm not sure like how generous will be our copyright on this one. I'm gonna lower a bit, so yeah. Anyway. The young woman sitting by the window turns away from the view after her long silent contemplation. The smoke wafting up from the cup also seems to lift her spirits. Ooh, thank you. It smells great. And these cookies. A little extra on the house. You're the only customer we've had today, okay? Interesting. Well, I was surprised to see a coffee shop open today. Why are you here today? It's my job, of course. I was told I had to open the store anyway. I'm skipping work myself. Better than getting yelled at my boss. Better than getting yelled at by my boss, okay? Not to be rude, but why come here of all places? You could be with family instead of, being here. Why are you also here then? I wouldn't know. But at least that's what I feel most people would do. They live pretty far away. Like, other country kind of far away. I already called them, though, so it's fine. She takes a small sip from the cup as I return to the counter nearby. Ow, burns. Careful. The coffee machine has only brewed drinks once a day. with no other customers to attend or cups to wash. The words to stave off boredom come out on their own. So you move here. How's it been? A lot of new experiences. A lot of new experiences for sure. Learning the language, finding a job. Once you've got used, once you've gotten used to all that in an unfamiliar place, a lot of things don't seem so intimidating anymore. The ocean's close by, and the weather doesn't suck massive hours. I'd say it's been great overall if we ignore all the negatives. It's a positive way to look at it, yeah. I guess we don't have too bad of a climate. Through the window glass, the clear sky nods back as if everything was completely fine. Is it going to be like a meteor strike or something? I'd find it a bit daunting myself, going out into the world. You haven't traveled much? Not much, no. I'm comfortable here. Traveling's fun. You get to experience many new things. I'd imagine so. I enjoyed the comfort too. But staying in the same place forever, it gets monotone, you know. I've been trying to do something a bit different every day, see? Taking a road I've never taken, stopping at a park I've never stopped at, window shopping in stores I'm not gonna buy anything from. What if this is like Zato? I'm going to guess right now. It's going to be like, yeah, they just vanished from like this dimension. Like kind of end of the world. Came from. Okay. It'd be a waste to spend every day the same, right? I like having a routine. Is that also why you're here today? Likely. Part of the reason, yes. The clinking of her spoon is one of the few things that breaks the silence. After a long stirring, she finally takes another sip. Been this noisy all day. People get desperate. At this point, it's either that or getting desensitized. It's just hard to believe. Rumors like this always happen every few years. What can I say? You don't think it's real. No reason to believe it until it's proven otherwise. Could be another false alarm. I don't know. Even after all the proofs, the proof from the telescope, there isn't much room for denial anymore. So it is meteor strike, or like actually like devastating meteor strike. Shouldn't you be on your way to a shelter then? Impossible. Airports and roads completely collapsed. Or maybe a heat wave that just burns all immediately. Completely collapsed. It's not that easy, you know. Even if they leave, so many people have nowhere else to go. You said your family lives far away, didn't you? We could go with them. But I'm super broke. No way I could afford the trip back like that. You know how many coffees I've deprived myself of just to avoid spending? I figured that it's gonna be the last day. If it's gonna be the last day, at least I'll treat myself to one. Just sitting down here and enjoying a cup, at least I can have that. Better than many other options for sure. Still, I doubt the shelters will be of any help. Yeah. Yeah, right. Okay, I guess it right. It is a meteor strike. It's a big ass meteorite we're talking about here. Like, almost 2 kilometers big, according to rumors. That's gonna cause at least a couple mass extinctions. or so they say. Despite that, the sky is still clear. Nothing we can do about it. Surely there are contingency plans for situations like this. And when those methods depend on people who don't believe the problem's real. Bosses are still calling people for their ships. Everyone's expected to do the usual. Everything's under control, they said. But now that the day's here, there's only enough power to run away. Okay. Why spend a fraction of their near infinite torture to help with something that may not even be true? Why bother when they can just save themselves? Does it still reach? I need to lower about the volume. Okay. And when it happens, tough luck. Should have moved to the other side of the world. Should make them join the people hitting the ground with sticks to move the planet out of the way. At least those people are trying to do something. Not much I can say to retort all that, though. The world has always been that unfairly balanced. It's so silly. What am I even doing? The world might end today, and I'm here drinking coffee. I should be freaking out too. Nah, no need. Just accept fate, you know. It's always going to be like that. Just like that visual novel I mentioned. Or just the visual novel I just played recently as well. Or you can always like quicken it up by, you know, making poison. Well, look out there. The sky's still clear. I wouldn't lose hope just yet. Asteroids fall really fast, you know. It won't be visible until the last moment. How long until it comes? 22 minutes. Not much longer then. I don't want to admit it, but I know it too. I know it's inevitable. I may be thinking too hopeful. If I don't look, it'll be another false alarm, and the day will just go on. It doesn't feel real. Maybe it isn't. I hope so. Triple Lutz. Thank you for the coffee. It was as bitter as I expected. As it should be. No problem. Jace, is it? Says it on your name card. Yeah. That's me. You? Namaewa. What's your name? Elvira. It's alright. Maybe soon I'll be no one anyway. Well, maybe you could be transported to another game and wait, where am I? Keep the change. If the world doesn't end this time, I'll try to come again. Oh wow. Written for O2A2 2026. Only one of any asset. Visual novels, yeah. Thank you for reading. That's why I didn't save. Well, I should save sometimes, so if in any case something else happens. So yeah, that's it for soon. Will be no one. Wow. So we have like something that possibly froze the world, and now this one, like days ago for that one. As for this one today, it's like, ooh, a meteor strike. Yeah. I kind of guess it right. I know I will be like, you know. So overall, it's like a straightforward one. And yeah, both of them are like total strangers, but you know, if it's going to be ending anyway, might as well chat with it. So like, I kind of relate, like I relate like at least like the current situation, of course. I mean, why, like, you know, I'll always try something else and like and try different routines. It's kind of cool. It's cool at least. Like yeah, one that is just sticking still to the routine till the end of the world, while the other is like well trying new pattern things. Kind of reminds me of like at least kind of Inzata as well. While trying new things, maybe oh god, it's Era. It's Era Grajevskaya. I think funny I still know their names because it's not memorable anyways. Sometimes, unfortunately, I still struggle with some other names. So, like the male one, I already forgot. Dang. But yeah. Still, anyway, since this becomes like now 2 games, so that's it for real for the 2 games as well. So, double 2 games today. 2 games about puzzle and 2 games about visual novels. I enjoyed both of them. I think I like both of them. I mean they have different directions of like what they wanted to. As for the other one, it's like yeah. The other one's like two friends. Like one of them is like yeah, that they wish like they're not a crybaby and like they wish they were some stronger and like and wishing for like a next life. Like hopefully. Honestly, I wish like next life is real. To be honest. This world sucks right now. I'm sorry. It's just really terrible. So yeah. Who knows? Maybe a freaking space cop, Yggdrasil would come and like, haha, see? But then, oh no. Well, actually, Cthulhu came and bam. It's even worse. Anyway, that's it for 2 O2A2 games. O2A2 2026, and both about like the end of the world. So yeah, I enjoyed both of them. So yeah, again, both of these sessions have been recorded in different times as well. Funny thing though is like the Telemount and what was it? Telemount and Finale Garden both are recorded on the same day. Taolu is recorded yesterday. And then this one is today, of course. So I had fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you into another game. So yeah, bye bye, and may stars guide you. Rising up, shining out. Reggie the Fallen Star.